just start. It's really, really nice to meet ya. I just met this 5'7" guy who's just my type. Like the way he's speaking, his confidence is speaking. Don't like his baggy jeans, but I'ma like what's underneath it.
Dream Nation right now, we're going through a lot of changes, and yeah, some of those changes I know people are not going to necessarily be happy with, so we're not cancelling, but we're no longer going to be hosting 2 of our larger scale events, and one of them being the one that people used to really love. But because I know the vision that I want to take the company and I know what I'm trying to accomplish, I know that they're nice, but they weren't necessarily the best thing for the organisation. So yeah, like it just comes down to one of those things, like if I was to allow myself to make the choices based on popular opinion, then like I say, it might be cool for now, maybe the next 5 years, maybe even 10 years, but 20, 50, 100 years in the future, knowing what's best for the company, I know we're going to fall well short of that mark. You know what I'm saying? And that's like kind of what I was saying before, like, yeah, as a leader, take on board what people say to you, listen to what people say, but you need to have a really clear idea of the vision and the goal that you're trying to accomplish, and you need to move after that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if I stopped doing everything and nobody cared whatsoever, then that means that the work I was doing before wasn't making an impact. So I find it touching that people take that much ownership of the brands to be able to turn around and tell me, oh, they don't agree with this, they don't like sort of the direction that certain things are going in. But at the same time, it's I have to, like I said before, really focus on what the bigger picture is, and if I'm able to accomplish the vision that I'm going after, then I'll know that what Dream Nation is going to become will be better for everybody in the long run. So the gala was amazing, like there's no doubt about it. It was hard to do, like it was hard, but yeah, it was hard. It was hard to pull off. I loved doing it. I loved the impact it made on people even more. And I also know that's what many people know the Dream Nation brand to be, was the gala. But that in and of itself was a problem, because Dream Nation is about helping you grow in your personal development. And the reason we launched the gala initially was to help people with building their network, which is great. But I began to notice that as the years went by and it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was getting more and more hype, that almost the essence of why it was really created was starting to go. So I started to notice that some people were literally coming to it because it was big, or because it was hyped, or because you could just dress nice, or because everyone was going there, rather than going there with the intentional meeting like-minded individuals, or being in a room full of practical dreamers, or building up your network. And I saw that if we continued on that pathway for long enough, then yeah, like it was going to turn into something that I do not want, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think we should go now, you know. Okay. Seriously.
When you see someone that's doing amazing things, and they reach out or they speak.
I've noticed over the years it's kind of easy to begin to pick up on people that are going to go on to do good things, if you know what I'm saying. Mostly because they take action rather than just talking about it. And when I see that in people, I try to make the extra effort to reach out to them. I don't wait for them necessarily to try and get in contact with me, because yeah, I know those words of encouragement at a certain point can be the difference between success and failure. So yeah, and people were there for me, so I try to be there for other people. I started my first business when I was 17 years old. I started Dream Nation in 2013, so that's 4 years now, I guess. This is yeah, 4 years. 4 years. It's been a while. Although when I started Dream Nation, it wasn't at all what I thought it was going to be, or what it is today rather. I thought it was just going to be a one-off event, like a one-off conference. I thought that was going to be it. Like, just put something on, help inspire people, give people some information, and then move on to something else. Because I already had a business that I was running at the time. So yeah, 4 years. It's actually kind of mad, to be honest with you. So if you hear Deborah?
The way that I would work was I would have
Up there. Cool. Advice to starting your business. So know that it's hard. Like, running the business is not it's not glamorous at all, and in all honesty I kind of wouldn't wish it on anybody, but if it's what you're gonna do, then go in.
Don't like his baggy jeans, but I'ma like what's underneath it.
What's up, guys? This is Khalid. You're listening to Mali on Represent Radio.
Now, we've been mentioning it throughout the show, we've been mentioning it on the social networks and everything in between, on the represent.org.uk website as well. I have a special guest in the building today. Something out of the ordinary that we usually have here. But we have a young man that's doing a lot. He's doing a lot to empower people and to make sure people move forward in the right profession, in the right craft, make sure they find the best about themselves and whatnot. He's just standing to, like, I'm looking into the right hand side right now. He's got some big grin. Well, it's not exactly a big grin, but it's some sort of grin. It's like, where's he going with this? Is he going to mention my name or not? No, I'm going to make it as awkward for as long as possible. I'm not going to say anything for a couple of seconds. Actually, no, we're just wasting time. Let's go straight into it. I have a man in the building by the name of Claude Williams. Can we get a round of applause in the building? Can we? That was a bit scarce. You can clap bigger. Yes, thank you. That was a much better clap. So first of all, what's going on, brother? How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you very much, man. So firstly, thank you for having me on board.
No problem, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here today, man.
At the same time, we're talking off air as well. This is like, obviously we're here for business right about now, but this is somewhat basically a family reunion, you could say.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, because we go way back, as in way back. I'm talking about probably still doing things in my underwear which I shouldn't be doing as a young kid way back. So, nasty stuff. I am very, very clean now. I'm just making that clear. I don't clean myself now. But anyway, that is sort of relevant, off topic. Now, quick one. Just let listeners know who you are and what exactly it is that you do and why you're here today.
Okay, so my name is Claude Williams. I am a serial entrepreneur. However, today the business that I'm focused on is an organization called Dream Nation. Our mission is to build a personal development brand fit for the 21st century. So for the last couple of years, we've been hosting a couple of events that have they've gone quite well. We could say that.
Yeah.
Gone quite well. We built up a bit of an audience. We built up a bit of a reputation. And yeah, we're about to transition to something a little bit different, where we're going to be building our first application. So yeah, like that's what I'm on at the moment.
I love the choice of word there, serial entrepreneur. Not just entrepreneur, I'm a serial entrepreneur. Like I'm about this life. Like I'm inside trying to get the bacon. I'm trying to get the coin. So let's throw back. Let's talk about your journey. Let's talk about start from the beginning of time, as in when you was a young child. Like, where did you grow up and all of that stuff? So let's throw back there.
Okay, so I grew up in West London, so an area called Ealing, more specifically Greenford. I know most of you guys don't know where that is still. It's kind of like the suburbs type of thing. Yeah, I'm a twin as well. Got a beautiful twin sister called Lavinia Williams. And yeah, like I went to...
TV star.
She's famous herself as well. She was on Tough Young Teachers a few years back, so yeah, like she kind of blew up from that too. So yeah, like back in the day, I guess kind of what set me apart early on is that I found out I was actually quite heavily dyslexic at quite a young age.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, dyslexia is a specific learning disability. It means that you think in a different way. So as a consequence of that, kind of fitting into the standard education system doesn't really work for you. I guess at the start that was a huge disadvantage to me. However, over the years, as I learned to kind of think for myself and learn in my own way, that kind of set me up on a different pathway. So by the end of school, like I actually was getting like fantastic grades, to be honest with you.
Let's go straight to university. So what was you studying at uni?
Okay, so I did sports management at Loughborough University. The reason for sports management was my first company was organising sports training camps and tournaments.
Okay.
And that time I kind of thought that was going to be my life. So I thought, let me jump into it. And for those of you that know, Loughborough is the #1 sports university in Europe, possibly the world. So yeah, that's why I was there.
Cool. Then once you graduated from that, what was like the next step? Like, how did you start going into the whole entrepreneurial world?
Okay, so what I missed out was I actually had started my first company before I even went to Loughborough.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was organising, like I mentioned, the sports training camps and tournaments.
Yeah.
While I was at university, I then fell in love with photography, so I started up a little photography business from there.
That evolved into us opening up our first photography studio in the town centre, and then we evolved that a little bit more while I was still studying into a multimedia business. So we was doing videos and photography for quite large scale customers. So the Loughborough University itself became became my biggest customer. I was beginning to secure a few more. By the time I graduated, the business was doing quite well, so I just went into that full time. However, what I was finding was that although it was doing well financially, I wasn't happy ultimately. That's kind of when I learned the lesson that money isn't everything at all.
Yeah.
So I took some time out away from the business to really find out, okay, what do I want to do with my life? And took some time, self-discovery, soul-searching, did a lot of reading, and by the time I came back, that's when I had the idea for Dream Nation. And since then, that's what I've been doing.
Was underneath it. No, I ain't been to MIA. I heard that Cali never rains and New York's hard to wait. For let's eat the West End. I'll show you my brethren. I'm liking this American boy. American.
So with my old company, I was making enough to both pay the rent in my studio, as well as hire a freelancer for my team as well. So I wasn't really doing much of the video or editing work myself. I was actually mostly paying different people to get that done. The beautiful thing as well, as I mentioned, I was up in the Midlands, Loughborough doing this, so rent was crazy cheap. It was just nice. So yeah, I was making enough to be comfortable and to do my dream full time ultimately. Nowadays, spare time is a myth, in all honesty. But if I do get a moment, then not even the moment, I actually deliberately carve time out so that I can take some time to relax. So whether that be watching stuff online, whether that's an anime, whether that's just a TV show or something like that. I also deliberately carve time out to do things like meditation, because I found that has massively changed my life. So that's not so much kind of just squeezing it in there, but like I say, you have to really carve time out to do stuff that are important to you, or rather to keep your mind and your body in the right place. So yeah, when I've got the time, or when I make the time, that's what you'll probably find me doing. I read a lot as well. Reading has been a complete game changer for me, so I try to read 2 or 3 books a month. Don't always hit that target, but that's on a regular month. I say that's kind of where my average is at as well. Firstly, I'll say you need to change that. You can have a level of success if you don't read, but you're not gonna come close to reaching your potential. In terms of actually picking up a book, I understand why some people might not like that. So I would say it might be worth looking into something like getting audiobooks. So yeah, there's a website called audible.com. If you go on there, you can get 1 book for free. If you like the experience, then sign up for the subscription so you can get a book a month. And that's probably one of the things that can change your life the most.
Really want to go kick it with you. Show me my American boy, American boy.
So later today is going to be a madness, in all honesty. I would say, so with all the things that we do at Dream Nation, our goal is to help, first and foremost, give people information that will impact their lives. So the main topic areas we're focusing on for this event is emotional intelligence, productivity, and wow, I forgot the last subject. Emotional intelligence, productivity, and let me start over. Yeah, so the event's going to be a madness. We've got speakers that are going to focus on emotional intelligence, productivity, and financial literacy. The theme for this event is simply the idea that change is inevitable, but progress is optional. So hopefully from that people will be inspired, but more importantly get information that will help impact their lives. So that's the goal. Alright,
So no, come through. Don't run away. Good, yeah. So this is Michael.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
He's going to be one of our volunteers for today, helping out on the hospitality team. This is Hayley. She's also part of the hospitality team for today. So yeah. We've got a couple more people coming. I think there's about 6-7 more people coming.
That's right.
So yeah, to be good. So at what time do we say? 6:15, I think. Yeah, by 6:15 or so, that's when we'll get into positions to do everything. So that's about half an hour from now. All right. If you have any questions about the place, it's probably better off asking Christina or Janae. And yeah, just get comfortable with the venue and then go from there. All right.
And just lots and lots and lots of smiles, make people feel welcome, make people feel happy that they're here, make people feel special, yeah? Because that's what Dream Nation is about. So, but thank you, like Claude said, thank you so much for like volunteering to do this.
Yeah, no,
So
massively
it's gonna be a
appreciate
good
your
night,
help.
isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
During the event, even before the event, never be too scared to ask myself. Claude will probably be busy. Myself or anyone, any questions that you have, because it's better that you're sure you know what you're doing rather than just dive into it. So don't be afraid. I'm not scared.
I really don't believe in stupid questions. It's in,
Yeah.
like there is no question that is stupid. Like if you don't know something, you don't know, and that's fine. So just ask, and like no one's gonna do anything to you for it. So Christina said, we'd much rather you know as opposed to you guessing and then like feeling uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And during the event, my phone will be on silent, but if you need to text me about anything, just do, and I'll receive it. Like say you're stuck downstairs or something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
Like is this American boy? Can we get away this weekend? Take me to Broadway. Let's go shopping, baby.
So I'm excited about tonight. Been working towards this for a while now, and I know it's going to be a fantastic event. So just excited now, to be honest. So our speakers include Christina Harugi, the Olympic champion. We've got Dave McQueen, international speaker and mentor, and we've got Anne Bowden, who is the CEO of Starling Bank, plus a fantastic panel of people that you can find out on our website. If I was to pick the person I'm most looking forward to, I would be lying, because honestly, I think everybody's going to come and kill it tonight. So I'm excited to see what everybody has to say. Yeah, so we're about to start. So wish us luck, guys. Change is inevitable, but progress is optional. The reason I chose that theme is part of what I'm going to explain later, is relating to some of the changes that we are going through at Dream Nation. So I put this picture up here because it's just a reminder of how far we came. So I know a lot of people now see Dream Nation that it's quite a polished brand. We get to host events here, like places like Google and so on and so forth. However, I just want to remind everybody that has a dream or goal for themselves that you have to start somewhere. This picture was taken at the top of a nightclub where we held our very first Dream Nation event. And what people don't, well, you can't see in the picture obviously, but I was stressed out running around in the background because the noise from the music downstairs was so loud, it was starting to disturb the speakers throughout the event. We also started that event, I believe it was 2 hours late or something like that. And it was just, honestly, it was a complete mess. Even when I was organising, I actually ended up putting that event together from start to finish in 6 days, which I know might sound impressive, but that was literally down to me procrastinating and being disorganised. So yeah, like for those of you that are at the start of your journeys of whatever your dream is that you are pursuing, don't despise humble beginnings. So one lesson I always tell people is that if the first version of whatever it is that you're building is not something that you're ashamed of, then you waited too late to launch it.